What up?
What up?
What's up?
We got everybody in the house. Jeff Walter, Osborne, Badass G,
Hell yeah.
James RC, Peter Griffin. Who else? Max Paul, Double A Day. What's up, brother? Chris Gerwitz. Roger Long. Uh-oh. I forgot about that part.
Crawler.
Papa Shorty, Crawler Baller. What's
Yeah.
up, Jacob?
What's up, Jeff?
Travis.
I hate having to use this dumbass pen.
Mikey Looper. How you doing tonight? Super one-handed.
No. Chris is on.
What's that?
Chris Gerwitz.
Oh, yeah. I know, Travis, right? He says it's like I just hung out with you assholes.
Right?
Wolf Track says, order up. Woo-hoo. What's up, D's RC?
What's up, Derek?
Is that Derek?
Yeah,
Different Derek.
Oh, that's
Not
Derek.
Debo.
That's Derek. Okay, yeah.
that's Derek over here.
Yeah.
Aaron said, Travis, that's double A hold to you. What's up, Eclectic?
That clearly is not the screw I was supposed to use.
So what are y'all working on tonight?
I am working on
The railroad. Oh. Speed. Let's get some
a
Lego
new
going.
build that Jack will love.
I might have fucked up with this one already. 34 stickers on a sticker sheet.
Oh. Well, I'm getting ready to modify the interior now that I got it all together.
Nice.
So I can fit a driver in here. Without modifying the driver. You don't want to be cutting up those G.I. Joe figures too much. Not at $30 a pop.
In terms of a fix for the wheel nuts, talking about 3 instances where they fell off, try putting an O-ring behind your wheel nut up against the face of your wheel before you tighten them down. It'll stop them from A, binding up so tight if you're the type of person that tends to over-tighten small screws, and B, it'll stop them from backing off at that point because they got something to grip onto instead of a slick wheel face.
That's what he's talking about right there. That's one of those barrel nuts.
Well, and even for a normal style wheel nut too, just sandwich one in between the wheel face and the nut.
Right. So yeah, I can do it with this. I can get this thing. I've got it all sunk down. I didn't use their body mount for this. I went ahead and used a Jason special. Took part of the battery tray, glued it in
Hell
place.
yeah.
It raised the mount all the way up to the body rather than being about more than a ½ inch. I'd say probably like 5/16. Or, I mean, 5/8. So that brought that, and then running this LCG chassis like that, I can get this, put a couple screws on the front here. And I just take those and pinch them together. It pops right up in there, locked up nice and tight. But now I've got like that much room between the bottom of the flooring here, where the seat is, and the chassis. You see the lines I've got there. So I'm going to be doing some chopping and dropping.
Chop, chop, chop it.
What's up, anything? How you doing, Zach?
Heck yeah, man. I'm gonna be doing some chopping tonight too.
Double A's waiting on Mofo to post his new nut drivers.
Chop
What's up, Reckham? Troy Posty. Scott Long, how you doing tonight?
I'm working on a new build.
Yeah, it just seemed like the right rims, Travis.
Let's see how
Yes,
many
he
you can
is.
guess what
Don Rooster.
kind of build I'm working on right now. And if you can guess the exact vehicle, there might be a surprise.
Ooh, I think I know.
You don't count.
We can't
God
guess.
damn it. Well, you did give me 2 options, so it's a 50-50 for me either way.
Low rider, get a little higher.
Jim knows.
It's a low rider.
He got so excited when I showed him earlier today.
Take a little trip. Take a little.
Was it the same one I was excited about?
I think I might have showed you both of them,
Take a little trip and see.
but I can't remember exactly which ones.
Travis
I told you.
said that red Bronco from earlier.
No.
Owen said Harley Davidson truck.
Harley Davidson truck.
That's what Owen said.
How the hell did he guess?
See, I'm thinking he has a camera hidden in your place somewhere.
I know.
This is how he wins all the giveaways, too.
Oh, I think he might have been watching Adam's live stream. Okay, Owen, since you're Mr. Know-It-All,
ZMB
What?
scale. Welcome to the show.
what kind of Harley Davidson truck is it? Year and make. Let's see you get that. I gotta make sure I keep it off camera.
Any more Traxxas news? Zach wants to know. No, they're still jerks.
Yeah. Still jerks.
No
Circle jerk.
apologies yet for being
So
overhanded tricks.
if it's a Harley Davidson truck, that's different than even both of the options you gave me today.
Yeah, I know. You heard
No.
me singing Lowrider, right?
Didn't I show you a black and orange one today?
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Aha. Aren't you in for a treat?
I don't know if that's the case. It just
Owen
means it's
said,
another
wait a minute,
Ford,
you
so
said to
no
guess
longer
what-
interested.
It is another. It is another Ford.
Owen says, wait a minute. You said to guess what truck you're throwing other stuff in there. That's not fair.
Lots of people
James
should be able to
RC.
guess
I know
that.
that Ford did the 150 and 250 in the Harley edition. Hey, what's up, Dirk?
No, they did one other one too.
Dirk says 48 Ford F1 pickup.
He guessed it right on the nose.
LGRC, what's up? Great tip for nuts, Mitten State Mini, especially when I saw it on Jim's extended hex nuts. Saves using Loctite for me on those. There you go, buddy.
Yep.
Glad
He
we could
guessed
help.
That's
it
messy
right
too.
on the nose. That is funny.
All right, so put up a picture of it. I want to see what this thing looks like.
Eclectic
Well, I'll do
said,
more than that.
Traxxas is coming out with a TRX 4MM. It's 24th scale. Lots of laughs.
They're gonna have to give them away.
Jack.
Owen says, I won again.
Yeah,
There it
no,
is.
you never showed me that one. Where did that come from?
Shane.
Hmm.
And look at, like, I took the bed out of it because I needed to mount it to mount the body. But those look like stock frame rails.
You know,
Yeah, they do. So, are you gonna put a bed back in it? Or are you gonna do like a wood bed with some stained popsicle sticks, or what?
Max
I am
Paul said,
going to use the stock bed, if I can ever find it, because it's wood already.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd just weather it up a little bit and slap it back in there.
Yep.
Max Paul says, Happy Easter, brothers. Cheers, and I absolutely love this channel. Thanks, Max.
Oh, wow. You'll never guess what I just found in my pocket.
I don't want to know.
A baby Slim Jim.
It still is meat.
And not one, but two of them.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's too funny.
Troy said, Did someone say fully customized? There's fully customized, and then there's fully customized. Like zero stock parts, for the record. I hate stock parts.
I got a few stock
Scott
parts
Long
in
said,
here.
This is the best community ever. Thanks.
Hell yeah.
I think so, man. We've been working real hard to try and, you know, give you guys the right kind of vibe and community where we all help and join in. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah, says Double A. Don't read what, Eclectic? I didn't see it. Stone chat time again.
Hell yeah. So earlier today I was on this is funny.
The moon?
I was.
Giant steps on what
You eat some gummies today before
walking
dinner?
on the moon.
I had a gummy today and I took it
My legs don't
pretty early in the day. And I went on Adam's live stream, and for some reason, like
the gummies hit.
yeah, like bigger than shit. I got up, took a hit off my vape, and then all of a sudden I was like, whoa boy. So I'm like, okay, I think it's time for me to jump off. Was on for like maybe 20 minutes or something like that. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna jump off.
Cool. It's like when the acid kicks in. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it was, and it lasted a while. Like I have not gotten hit that hard by the gummy.
Check out that mitten split,
It was crazy.
said Troy.
It's an Easter doobie, man.
Oof.
Mikey Looper says, what are the best tires for the 24 scales crawler? Oof.
Oh man, that's a
There's a
loaded
question.
question.
You're never gonna get the same answer.
Probably the longest lasting best tire on the market has been the RC four-wheel drive scramblers. Everybody can agree that those are really good tires and they work really well. There are tires that have come out since that are equal and or better. There's a lot of different tires. How big do you want to go? Are you talking 50 millimeter, 54, 60, 64? How wide? What kind of truck are you building? Low center gravity, jack it up. There's so many different variables, buddy.
That there is. As far as looks go,
And then there's terrain and looks.
I like the looks of the Endura TSLs. They're actually called like the rock terrain, crawler tires. Yeah, like their fourth or fifth or 10th rendition of that tire. I like the looks of those tires the best.
Yes, Endura has come out with some very good tires as of late. Boom Racing, RC four-wheel drive has good tires. Who else? OGRC has some good tires out lately. Who else? Proline. Love my Proline trenchers. They're really good. Little Guy Racing, they just come out with the Trench Kings. Then there's the Swamp Kings and the Mini Swamp Kings.
I like the Mini Swamp Kings for sure. I got a set of the big ones. The only thing I put them on is the Unimog, but even right now the Unimog's running the little ones, and I still like them.
Right. Pepper, Raven.
There's a puppies.
You got some fucking strippers over there or something?
That's his puppies. Yes, Power Hobby. How did I miss that? Power Hobby. Any of their 6 tires, the 4 smaller ones, the Armor, MT10, Swamp 24, and the Defender, those are all great tires. The 2 bigger ones, the Mud King and the Trail King, awesome tires. So that's a good place to go because you have smaller and larger tires.
Yep.
Middle of the road, those Proline trenchers. Proline has the Mickey Thompson Pro X or the Super Swampers, and then RC four-wheel drive also has the Mickey Thompson Pro X and the RC four-wheel drive Super Swampers. Any of those,
the Proline ones I think are taller.
Yeah, they're somewhat taller, but I mean those are all good tires, is what I'm saying. I mean, and they're middle of the road. The Proline aren't like 60, they're like 58. You gonna make me get my book out?
Yep.
Well, I just noticed because I was looking at their trenchers versus LGRP's Trench Kings, and I noticed that their trenchers or their Baja Pro X. It was their Baja Pro X. Their Baja Pro X is taller than the RC four-wheel drive ones.
Yep, we got. So this is the RC four-wheel drive Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X. And this is the Proline. A little bit bigger. Not much, but just a little. Essentially the same pattern. Very good tires, both of them. And this is that Little Guy Trench King. And compare it. This is that Proline Mickey Thompson, and that's how much bigger that Trench King is. It's a monster.
Monster.
Looking forward to running these. Eclectic. I wish I had a definitive answer when people ask a complicated question. Right. But when there's a lot of variables, there's no choice but to kind of run through the options and why.
Yeah.
Yep, DJ Crawler has some good tires. Didn't see what Andy said.
Very flexy.
Osborne said the Endura Crawler Master all-terrain MT5820. Yep, that's one of my favorites. A couple of sets of those, actually 3. I'm giving you one away. What's up, Edge of Texas? So Badass wants to know what tires you're putting on the 48 Ford, Jason.
The Defenders from Power Hobby.
Yeah, those look good, like good tires. Double A. Those were Enduras, correct?
Which ones?
Double A mentioned a link he sent me for some tires earlier. He said, awesome choice. They're less than $14 for a full set. Grizzly Works, welcome to the show, brother. He said LGRP Swamp Kings are basically a giant Baja Pro X. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
They remind me of the tires that Matt has on the off-road, that massive off-road wrecker of his.
Well, that's exactly what it has on it.
Yeah, he does. The Pro X's.
Is that what they are?
Yep.
Yeah, I was watching the record games and zoomed in on it and paused it, and he was running Pro X's.
Yeah, I recognize the tread pattern, but didn't read the side. Yeah, I'm. What have I got now? 50 tires? 50 something? 50 some? $51? I think I got 51 sets now. Travis Gray, welcome to the show, brother.
Gonna get really loud over here, gents.
Max Paul is looking for wheel hex pins. Where can he get just pins?
Reaction actually has wheel hex pins in stock. I laid eyes on them the other day. You might be able to find them on Amazon or something. I think Endura is actually putting them out, but don't quote me on that. For some reason, I want to say the ones that I seen at Reaction were from Endura, but I'm not positive.
I'll be right back.
If you can't find them anywhere, I recommend just going out and buying the cheapest brass plus 5mm hexes that you can find, because they always come with hex pins. That's what I've done in the past. Bruce is in the house, it looks like.
Hey, yeah, I just seen that. What's up, Bruce? There's Hoodwiz. How you doing, brother?
Hell yeah.
So, Jason, if that's what you're building at this point, I take it I know what the next build is.
Yep, that one I know I showed you.
Jim Brookins, welcome.
You can let the people know which team it will fall on.
Fire.
Very good, so very good.
Unless I'm colorblind. That would suck to find out right now. This Lego kit's
Yeah.
going to get a whole lot harder.
Hey, Jason, what were the tires you just picked up for me?
The 57 millimeter little guy tires, the
Oh, okay.
Swamp Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just says Swamp. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Swamp Kings.
So that'll be my 52nd set.
Damn. That means if you were to have all the parts needed to build all your chassis, you would have almost one set of tires for every rig.
Yeah. Yeah, I counted up everything today and I'm up somewhere around the same amount of chassis.
That's crazy.
I think I'm starting a new build tomorrow.
I will be starting a new build next week. And I will be starting it live in the new garage.
Zach said, fire and ice for his or her pleasure.
Haha. I will say this, I'm pretty confident in saying that this car, truck, van, whatever, this rendition has never been done on YouTube.
What the hell did I do?
Very cool.
It's got to be here somewhere. I don't know. Lost it. I was gonna say those little screw packs you can get like from Mofo or Injora, or I think Tony has one too. Those all usually come with some hex pins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm looking for my Mofo one and it should be here. I don't see it. But yeah, their little kit about yay big. It'll have all the different sizes of screws. It'll have some nuts and this and that, and it usually has hex pins too. Papa Shorty said, yeah, they do. I have no idea where mine's at. It should be here. That's what I need. Stone Gym time again.
Can't believe I had to open a brand new freaking thing of monkey tape.
Now, I don't usually have to get more pins because I don't generally lose mine. And what I do is that tiny little pin, I'll put a little grease on it and slip it into the axle. And that little, you don't want a bunch of grease that's going to collect a bunch of dirt or anything, just enough to make that thing sticky in the hole. And then you won't have it falling out so often. That's what she said. There we go,
Sticky in
Dirk.
the hole.
RC screw kit, RC repair toolkit. And there we go. Thanks, buddy.
Sticky in the hole, slipping out all the time. Jesus.
Max Paul, 420, bro. Absolutely. Papa Shorty said that cough is catchy. Zach said, how many trucks are you down to, Jason? Badass set up, not down.
No,
What's up, Ed Dutchman?
This one I did cannibalize the truck only because I don't have all of the parts here. But once I get all the parts, the truck I cannibalized will be built back up.
You're
But
a
I just-
monster.
I just had to.
Just cannibalizing them like that.
I had to. This is a much better use of the chassis. Bet you guys can't guess what truck got cannibalized.
Yeah, it's because they all look the same.
You can see it. You can see the body of it on camera right now.
No, I can
Jump
see little
over
colored dots back there.
there.
I'm really looking forward to a Chevy build. I should rewind that. I'm really looking forward to any build other than another Ford.
Well, I like my Fords.
That is for sure.
I can't find my stupid cutoff wheel for my Dremel. Ooh, found it.
You know those little containers that your lunch meat comes in nowadays?
Yep.
These work great for holding all your Dremel shit. Like that pesky wrench that gets lost, cutoff wheel. Real cutoff wheel. That's how I managed to keep from losing all that. Otherwise, I would be hopelessly lost.
Hopelessly lost.
You see something cool?
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. That was like a while ago you did that, wasn't it?
That's full penny. That's backside. Could be. Might have been more recent. Chinese food containers, says Travis. Scott Long says he's been doing that for a couple of years. Yeah, me too. I've got about 40 of those things around here. Dirk said he just cannibalized someone and we can't see the body on the camera. Get rid of the evidence, man. Oh, and we can see the body on the camera. And as she said, Jason, Wild Thing?
Nope.
Double A said he did, Dirk. He ate it.
That is one thing I will never do. If you guys know all of my dad's trucks, I mean, technically they're all mine, but I've given a lot of them to my dad. I will never cannibalize any one of those trucks unless he tells me to. So,
Papa Shorty says, you may think welding is the way to go, but I say duct tape all the way.
well, I'm inclined to go in with monkey tape.
Troy said, yep, duct tape and a hammer fixes any Hilux. I have to agree with that. That's a lot of my Hilux had similar repairs. When in doubt, TIG it. That's it, Scott. That's where it's at. I'm a TIG man. I can operate in all processes, but I love TIG. TIG's an art. TIG is like tattooing. You have a foot pedal, you have your machine in your hand, you have your work surface, in tattooing, you're holding the work, you know, to get your correct stretch on the skin. But in TIGGing, you've got a rod that you're feeding in as you go. It's real similar, real similar. Troy says, is it duct or duck? The answer might surprise you. Well,
Both.
it started out duct, like D-U-C-T, because it was for air ducting. That's what the original use of the tape was. But there is now a duck brand.
Yep.
When in doubt, stainless, buddy. That's right, Scott. Whatever. That's what they always told me. If you're not sure what you're welding, you can always grab a stainless rod and make it work. Like Kleenex. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Like Kleenex. Gotcha. Quack. It says, Zach's active tonight. We're hearing from you. He said quack. Yeah. Gathering pieces for you there, Zach, actually, too. I got that transfer gear I'm picking up here shortly. My next order to Mofo. You can weld cast with stainless steel fill rod, Scott Long says. Yep, but you better heat it. Bring that cast up temp. That's the key. Everybody says you can't weld cast. Well, you can weld cast, but you got to preheat it. You can't just jump into it cold. And that's a huge secret, you guys. A lot of welders would be pissed if they knew I told a bunch of people that don't weld that. But you're my friends. Stone Jim time again. Call it gray rope. Man, I'm eager to start chopping on this thing. Yep, double A, exactly. It really is a kind of a secret double A. I mean, you know it, yes, and other people you know may know it, but you talk to a lot of people that weld and they don't know about how to weld cast. They think they do. Travis, you know, maybe one night we could sit down and have a conversation and I could help you understand how to make that work for you. It's more about bringing that, you want to bring the brass up, or your bronze, whatever. Would you have brass rod? Yeah, you want to bring the metal up to the temp, and then you introduce your rod and let the heat of that melt it. And you don't want to have your heat on it as you add it exactly. You want to back off with the heat, add your filler, and let that melt in. And it'll suck it in, and there you go. Now you're set. You don't want to take it too hot because then it starts to melt. But yeah, you want to bring her up there and let that heat of the metal draw that in. That's essentially what I need to teach you. Andy just caught up to our grease on the pins trick. Yep, Andy, sure does work, buddy. Might have overheated, man. Not too, you don't want to get that red hot. RC Pro Style, welcome to the show, man. Thanks, Scott. He said I'm all over. Jeff Walter said coat hanger was his favorite back in the day. Doing exhaust jigs. Yeah, man, you use what you got. That's the way it is. World War II, they created waterproof tape to seal and protect anything from water damage. It was dubbed duct tape for its water beating. Okay, Troy, I don't know everything, and apparently you have a better answer than I do. So it was originally called duct tape because it was waterproof and used for sealing. Okay, I was told differently. I was told what I said by a guy who worked in the heating and cooling industry. So that's why he believed that, I guess. Travis, I can sweat copper as I have done thousands of. Oh, all right. Well, I'm not sure what exactly is going on, Travis. Scott Long. Grizzly wants a link. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss that? I'm sorry, buddy. Grizzly wanted a link, I guess. Somehow Okay, Aaron.
Alrighty, I will get right on it. Do.
That would be my guess, Travis. You just got up too hot. It's that fine line. You bring it up where if you were to turn the lights off, it's glowing, but with the lights on, you can't see it. That's where you want to be.
There.
Baller said, just got home. Saw you sent a link. Yeah, Grizzly. I'm sorry, man. Somehow missed right past you.
Well, bam.
SRC 3D. What's up?
What's up? Sorry, I'm still over here laughing at Double A.
Yeah. All capitals. Yes, sir. He knows how to get the attention of a stoner. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, very nice.
Ain't it though?
Gonna need a little trimming.
Yeah, I'm working
That's
on
what
that
she
right now. Yep. Definitely need some trimming.
Travis, you've got me in Messenger, right? Hit me up. Maybe I'm busy tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow evening or something. Shoot me a message or something. We could talk about it. Maybe I could help you. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I know what the ducting tape is. Zach. Yep. Well, remember you and I and Dave Cooper, the three of us used to talk all the time, Zach. Remember when he took that foil tape and covered his whole MN99? That was pretty cool. He foiled the whole body out of a 12th scale MN99
Oh, nice.
with that foil tape.
With the foil tape, yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's hard
It
to
was
work
pretty-
with if you want to keep it smooth.
Well, I mean, he put it on there and it had its wrinkles, but he worked it and smoothed it. I mean, he put a lot of time. He was just bored and had some drive, man, and he got on it. But a couple days, he had that thing all decked out. It was cool. Yeah, Troy.
This thing is going to be wide. But it's going to look sweet. Hear back.
No, maybe. Papa, I'll look and see if remind me, and I might know of some videos. I might be able to link you up to some videos of that. Now that you mention it. Hell, I might even have some videos of it in my chat with him. I'd have to go back, but we can find it.
What of the foil?
That foil MN99. Yeah, Papa Shorty asked, is there any videos of it? I assume that's what he was asking about the videos of. Corn Freak! I've been meaning to
Sounds-
say it over and over every time I talk to Corn Freak on here, that I admired the imagery that his screen name here invokes in my mind, Corn Freak on a leash.
Yep.
And I was driving down the road and it kicked on and I'm like, Corn Freak. And I
I
started
haven't
jamming to the tune.
heard corn in so long.
Oh, I hear it every day. That's one of my
Zach
go-to.
Miller lost another dog bone today to the Mofo portals.
That's my go-to playlist on Pandora. Corn.
Yeah, I mean, I used to listen to him all the time, just with 4 little kids running around. It's not the most appropriate thing in the world.
Well, I mean, to tell you the truth, like I literally only listen to Pandora for like the first 2 hours of my day, and then I'm just basically to wake me up.
Yeah.
And then I just turn everything off, and I'm in my zone. I listen to the truck. So yeah, some people think I'm weird, but that's what I do.
That's what I do on road trips, usually.
Yeah.
Is I'll listen to stuff for the first like hour or two of a trip, and then
Yep.
it's mostly quiet the rest of the time.
I have an endless playlist running whenever I'm running. Motorcycle, car, whatever. I've probably got about 800 albums between CDs and cassettes.
Yeah, all my stuff is, I don't actually have any CDs anymore. Everything's digital for me now. Just
Hat, RC Pro Style. I used to have a bunch of Harleys, but I no longer can ride. Sorry. Almost Mrs. Corn Freak. Hi, I'm Corn Freak's future Mrs. Hope you all had a nice day. Well, thank you. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Corn Freak.
nice.
Brian Koshner, welcome to the show, buddy. He says, got to have some music constantly, especially road trips. That's the ideal place to delve into albums. Right. Yeah.
I do occasionally like doing that, like listening to a new album while I'm on a road trip.
Yeah.
I've got several like I've got Aerosmith's box set, Slayer's box set, and I like to run a box set where I'll hear everything from them, running from late 60s all the way up through the 90s and into the 2000s. Corn Freak said that's soon to be wife. Hell yeah, congratulations, you guys. Always glad to hear when 2 people can actually, make that good of a connection.
You talking about the Trench Kings earlier? I'm about to put those on a truck.
Yeah,
I haven't run them
I
yet.
got these
So.
rims from Jeff over there at Reaction.
Oh, those are.
They're like
What
a
are
matte
those?
blue.
I like the design. What brand is that?
Reaction RC. He got them.
Reaction. Oh, gotcha.
He got them from somewhere and put his brand name on it.
I like that design though. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I did too. And it's a solid one piece. There's no screws on the back, so it's just the ring.
Oh, okay.
that's
It's
all
just the ring.
screws there.
Nice.
So some people like it, some people don't. I'm not a big. I mean, I don't care about putting screws in. I don't care if I got to put 30 screws in my rim. I don't know. It's kind of zen putting rims and tires together for me, getting them set.
Yeah, I don't
just
mind doing
right.
it.
So it doesn't bother me. I don't mind. Some people are like, no, I'd rather just have the 5 in the back. And I get that. It can be tedious, but just works for me.
That's literally what I'm getting ready to do right now is wheel and tire build. With
What kind of rims you got?
some Maz beadlocks on there, the double
Oh, yeah,
stars,
okay.
and just some cheap Endura.
There's nothing wrong with Endura. People say cheap Endura. Enduras are good rims.
Oh, they
Name
are.
name
I
an
have
Endura
them.
rim you put together that didn't work for you. You know,
There isn't one. Yeah, they've all worked.
they all work. Just pick one that looks good. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I'm
others
not a
out there that are more desirable or whatever, and I recommend many, but you know, I highly recommend an Endura rim if you
Yeah.
don't know what to get.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this design, but it'll look good with the split 6 front because it's that 6-spoke design. So I'm gonna put one together real quick. And I got scale hardware for it too, so that'll make it even more fun.
Papa Shorty, it's done until I can't find my bifold. Yeah. Travis said everybody went to bed. He's chilling with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that. Man, my lighting sucks in here.
Brian's right
That's what
on
I need to
page with
work
me. He
on.
doesn't care how many screws
Yeah.
but he likes his rim.
So it's that funky
Travis
6-spoke
wonders
one.
what Jason is pondering. I have to agree.
How to do,
I saw
how
that
to trim the front part of this body.
little coil of smoke coming out of his ear there.
I bet. I'm just trying to
As he
figure
leans
out
over, see that little
how to
coil? See?
do, because if I don't do this just right, I'm gonna ruin the body, and I don't want to do that.
Use a pencil. Take just a standard pencil, and you can kind of. Oh, okay.
Great
And
minds
for those
think
of you who
alike.
don't know what I was going to say, what he's using the pencil for is to kind of sketch it in a line and kind of get a feel for where he wants to make his cuts, because pencil can be easily removed. There we go.
That'll
Wow.
look pretty good.
Yeah. Well, hell, it's a Maz outer ring. How could you go wrong?
Yeah. Well, these are also going to get broken down again and polished and heat treated.
Ooh.
There's the titanium
Okay.
rings.
Are you going to do it yourself? You going to take a torch to him?
Yeah, I have a low temp torch that I can use for it, so it doesn't kill it.
Right.
With them being this thin, I can't. If you go too
Yeah.
hot, it ruins it.
You don't want to sit there and forget you got got it on there. Oh, there's a puddle.
Yeah. Like I could probably even without the tire being on here, probably do it on the rim. On it, like
Well,
on
that
the
would
wheel.
help suck away some of the heat too, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't get too hot.
It'd probably help with the coloring too, so that I can get that kind of oil slick look to it.
Edge of Texas, have y'all heard about the FCX 24 K5 Blazer that's supposed to be announced tomorrow? Well, that's the rumor.
So, well, I keep thinking FCX 24. However, it may be on a more scale platform, like the K10 is.
Oh.
So, like on a what?
It's the K10's a 1/18th.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
The only reason I'm thinking that it might actually be the FCX though is the picture they released today. You can see the tires poking out from the side of the body. So instead of like the K10, it's all like nice and tucked in like a K10 would be.
Right.
On this one, they're out, which means they're gonna have to have clearance somewhere so that it doesn't rub all over the place. Hopefully, anyway.
Gotcha.
If you look at the first picture they released and you zoom in on the rear wheel well, they tried to pixelate a portion of the chassis so you couldn't see what it was, but you can clearly see it's a
Yeah.
FCX 24 Smasher chassis, and it even has the same shocks on it.
Okay. So there
But
we go. Our
They
investigative.
they could have also just taken it and blown it up to a little bit larger size. I mean, look at the CR18
Yeah.
series or the CR18P.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
the Smasher chassis the same as the FCX?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is? Okay. I don't have either of them, but with this K5, I'm probably gonna end up picking one up because I'm a K5 fan.
Yeah.
So Papa Shorty made a good point. He says, does anyone else soak their bearings? He says he keeps his in white lithium grease till he needs them. That's not a bad idea. I
I've
do
never thought of it.
pre-soak my bearings. I do take and dunk them in grease and pack them before I use them. I wipe them clean, excess, I should say. I wipe all the excess off after I pack them up. But
Jesus, these
no, I
tires are
don't
huge.
leave them in there because I usually just leave them in the Fast Eddie bag that they come in with the oil.
Oh no.
Brian picked up some Maz carbon rings for the Type Bs.
I don't know if these
What's
are
the
gonna
matter,
work.
Brandon?
The Maz rings are pushing straight through the tire.
Hey, Dustin's here, upper left.
Oh, he is?
He said, yo, spontaneous Easter stream.
Hell
Edge of
yeah.
Texas, is that a real drop coming out tomorrow? I'm prepping my bank account.
It is. It's definitely a K5. Because you can see it. It's literally in the pictures. It says K5 on it. But
The color is what's
Yeah.
unsure at this point.
the color is what's unsure, and still not 100%. I would say on scale, because it could be something like another 1/10 release, because now they're in the 1/10 game. So I don't think it is, because it doesn't look like that. The only thing that makes me think it could possibly be is how detailed that the California license plate is on it. Because in the picture today, you can see the license plate. But I don't know. Whatever it'll be, I'm probably gonna buy it.
And I'm sold.
That's
Don't
the
know what it
spirit.
is yet, but I'm sold.
I mean, I know it's K5, so it's,
Right. Good enough.
So Zach Millard says he got a bunch of Maz tie parts anodized. Did you do it yourself, Zach, or did you send them out? Corey McKenzie, welcome to the show, brother.
Jesus, these tires are freaking huge, man. The Trench Kings,
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
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 Okay, Dirk hit us up with the most recent post in Instagram about the FMS. Got the link to it.
I mean, from all of the just kind of silhouette pictures that they've released, scale wise, it looks excellent. Like it looks spot on.
My question
Koshner-
is, go ahead, Jim.
Brian Koshner was responding to Brandon. He said, I've had to really seat the tire bead before crawling in the ring hardware. If not, I've torn the bead in the screw or cross-threaded it on the rubber. He was responding to you, Brandon.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, no,
Tony's
I was being stupid. I forgot to put the inner ring in the wheel, or in the tire, so the whole wheel was
Hey,
just pushing
Reg.
through the tire.
here. Reg Johnson's here.
My thing is with the FMS is
Thanks
how are
again,
you going
Dirk.
to tease that video of that red dually wrecker
Yes.
on tractor
I
tires
agree, Brian.
and not
Yeah.
have it available?
Brian says, thank God for Dirk. Yes, we all thank God for Dirk. He got
Thank
us
God
another
for our
link.
resident psycho.
I thank God for dirt too, right? Also, because if it wasn't for dirt, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Dirt. Yeah.
And then there's
Sorry.
Dirk.
Dirk,
Dirk Von
yep.
Franz.
Dad joke.
Send it some days. Welcome to the show. I don't believe I've seen you before. He said, Bonjour, gents from Melbourne, Australia, finishing off a pimped out Warthog build with Trio, little guy racing gear. Can't wait to crawl. Hell yeah. Welcome to the show,
Nice.
man. Glad to hear your enthusiasm. Sounds like a great build. I've got a Warthog. Sitting right up here.
I love it. I don't think it's God you should be thinking. You might be correct.
They all work together there, guy. Oh, Zach Miller got him done through a coworker, got his tie heat treated. Cool. His
Oh, yeah.
sister does powder coating and anodizing. Awesome.
Very
Great.
nice.
That's, it's always great to find local connections to get things.
Yeah, no, I figured I've done heat treating on steel before
Yeah.
and aluminum as well. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it on titanium. I've never done it and I'm curious. So
Travis got Warthog files last week. He hasn't had a chance to build it yet. Cool, man. I like my Warthog.
Santa, of course.
Uh,
Uh,
speaking of warthogs, I really want to do a warthog from the game Halo. I want to do a warthog build.
Tinker
Like
Time.
yeah,
He's got that chassis. He
I believe he
that.
does.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's real, and it's a good. It's good. It's a nice one.
oh shit.
Dustin says clearly the person we need to thank for Dirk. Their name starts with an S. Steven.
No, he said Santa.
He says, I think I mixed up the letters.
Damn autocorrect.
God, I have such a love-hate relationship with freaking scale hardware.
Yeah, it looks freaking awesome, but it definitely is a pain to install.
Yep.
Papa Shorty said the slow-moving river is asking me to get an RC boat, but the trails demand a new truck first.
Ooh, you could get one of those nice little 24 scale jet boats and tow it behind one of your SCXs and
Yeah, that's
then bring that
there,
down to
right
the
there, right
to the
there.
river.
Here you go, Brandon.
Yep, right there.
That's the one.
Then go real
Just
stupid
go
with
and-
it and put a brushless motor in there.
And you just go out in your yard and just dig a bunch of squiggly trenches and fill it with water.
I think we've talked about this before.
that's the 2-in-1 out of the Mini T.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid ballistic. I nicknamed this thing Skipper because it literally does not stay in the water. The real bitch of it is absolutely ballistic, but it is so fast that you come up on objects so fast that you want to let off the throttle, but you have to be on throttle to steer. And it's
Yeah.
completely backwards from what you're used to with a normal RC boat. You will
Yep.
run into something, I guarantee it, but they are bulletproof. They're cheap too.
So-
Yeah, they're not
So
bad.
Dirk said, I always referred to him as Dad.
Who, Santa?
Don't worry. And then upper left says, why do Santa and Satan share the same letters and both love the color red? Not sure. I'm liking the correlation here.
So would that make the elves? Anyway,
Travis said, because the Christian religion took over the pagan holiday, Jesus was actually not born on the 25th. No, I think it was like June, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know. It's June, July. Who knows?
Well, I mean, even when I heard a guy talk about it and he was saying, well, logically, you're not going to call all your people in for a census in the middle of winter. People traveled in the warmer months when they had to go to these because they had to leave wherever they lived and go to the king to have their number taken. So they weren't going to be heading out in the winter.
I just realized
Oh,
I should
yeah,
polish
duh.
these before I build these wheels.
Double A said Mom probably left a big plate of cookies. Okay, Eclectic says Santa used to wear green. Like camouflage?
And face paint and drove
Ed
a tank
McBride. Good
and
night, everyone. Happy Easter. We'll catch you later, Ed. Have a good one, man.
clear off my mess and start polishing some.
Travis said, I'll stop it. I'll stop on religion there, seeing as it's Easter. Scott Long says, Aaron, don't they race jet boats and small race courses in like 3 feet? That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Just go cut some squiggly trenches in your yard and fill them with water.
That's what
I mean,
Dave's doing next. That's what Dave's doing next weekend.
Yeah.
He's building a boat course in his backyard.
Have you seen
Well, I
like
mean,
the full size jet boat courses and stuff? The little like 1-seater ones? Those things are freaking crazy. Like
yeah,
the
yeah,
things
they
they
do
do with
this
those
this
things is
crazy
nuts.
trench in a field somewhere and fill it with
Yep.
water.
They end up on land quite often.
Yes, they
Right.
do.
Yeah. he goes right when he should have went left.
Yeah, and
Dang.
the tandem ones is just a navigator going, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like rally on the water, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would love to try rally, but my brain doesn't think that fast.
So Dustin said, he's talking to you, Jack. He said, my boat does not skip across the water. It sucks like a Dyson. I can sink it quicker than I can pull the throttle trigger. But I also tried to mod it with a 24 and make it an amphibious rig.
What the hell? The question becomes, when it sinks, does it still get traction?
Oh, Brian's got a request, Grizzly.
Oh, where's Brian? Trying to find it.
Right there. It hasn't left the screen. It says,
There we go. Grizzly, I got a special request. Make Jim and I front gill of FJ40. Probably. It'd probably be pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
I just need to know size.
yep.
And I could even make it nice and beveled and everything too to make it look like an actual Toyota emblem. I just need to know size
yeah.
for it.
Badass G's taking off.
All right, badass. We'll catch you later, man. Thanks for stopping in again. Thanks for helping Jason yesterday. I know you guys put in, what was it, 15 and a half hours or something? Just amazing.
Yeah, it was, well, not entirely working on the course, but yeah, he was here for a long time.
Yeah, I'm going to be meeting Jason at his place tomorrow. We're going to do a quick electrical job and then spin around, get right back home.
Yeah.
Who's texting me at this hour?
Yeah, double A. I've seen those, the Snake River and Rogue River jet boat races. People die in those too. Okay. Where is my row? Let me find my caliper. Oh, maybe. So what measurements do we need? Like,
Just tell me height and width that you want for the logo, or I
I
guess
don't- I'm not sure exactly what he has in mind. I can give you the like, do you want the size of this opening or?
no, just the really the height of how the logo, because it's an oval shape. So as long as I know how tall it needs to be, the dimensions will fit in there.
Okay, this opening is 11 by 27, essentially. So what can we infer from that, Brian? No, nah, I don't. Does anybody here have a Betty?
I do not.
Nope.
I should have bought when I was first getting into the 24s. I didn't realize that those were limited edition,
Yeah.
and my hobby shop had 4 of them sitting there on the shelf. I
Oh,
should have bought them.
waited 6-8 months. I could have ordered one at any point, but just
Yeah.
didn't because I was like, I don't need that.
I just didn't like
Oh,
the
it's
way it looked.
basically
I
just a deadbolt. I don't need that. All right.
All right, so scale it to the opening, you said. All right. What was the size of that opening?
11 by 27.
All right.
27.34 to be exact.
So I don't forget to do this. I'm just going to do it right now.
Tyler Annabelle, welcome to the show. Owen Rogers said, what about a Betty? Oh, just somebody wanted to know who had a Betty.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Dustin's got a Betty.
Of course, Dustin has a Betty.
Brian said, you can look up images online if FJ Grills to see letter size. Double A says, Glenn, check out Koshner's channel. He built a better Betty. I believe they're trying to tongue tie me.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, shoot. I gotta answer this text.
Who's on third? No, he's not.
No.
Scott Long said, who's on third? Who's on first?
First base. I don't know who's on third.
I remember watching those when I was a kid and had no clue that these were classics or anything. It's just what was on, you know.
Yeah.
You're like 7, you know. Horrible day out, you know, and cartoons are over, so you switch over to that. Back then it was the UHF channel. It was a local channel out of your most closest city. They'd run old movies and shit. It was those days when it was like it was raining so bad that it was like noon and it was black outside.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Jacob?
How y'all doing?
What's up?
Man, just a lot of Easter shit. So much Easter stuff. This is my kids. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and their mom's family that is all in this area are like very religious. So it's like a huge thing. Like at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, like they do this thing called Easter Hill. It's at sunrise, and they all walk up this fucking hill like so high. And so then they do a little service there at sunrise.
And you were so high.
I definitely was high. Are you joking me? Yes. I always smoke weed before church. And then we go to my mom's church because we're having pancakes at the church, and then a service there, and it's like a retirement home, and it's just like and then I did come home and I got on the reactive trains tea time thing, but then I had to go to like a Easter egg hunt and hang out with my ex-wife's entire family that all think I'm a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It was just really good stuff.
Great day.
No, actually, it's cool. My ex-wife and I get along really well now.
Well,
So
yeah, it's just the daggers that are being stared into your back all day long.
sometimes, mostly with like, she's one of her sisters has kind of like always been like, I always knew, blah, blah. You know, just kind of man hater anyways or something. I'm like, whatever, you fat bitch. Shut up. Anywho, maybe I should drink. That's what I should do.
Dirk said, Jacob, what's up?
Jacob!
That was from Dirk. Scott and Zach said, hey, Jacob.
Jim, what was the size of that opening again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 11 by 27.
11 by 27. Thank you.
No problem, man. Jim Brookins says, Baller, how's the Rock Pirate build going?
I got to ask some people a couple of questions because and this is not hard stuff. It's just, it's really easy and maybe somebody knows. So maybe I'll go get it and then I'll talk to you about it for a second because there's a couple of things I got to figure out. And then I think I'll be jamming. I'm going to go get it and a glass of wine. I'll be right back.
Super said I didn't have anything to do today and my kids live 4 hours away. Well, that sucks, man. Hopefully you got to talk to them or spend a little time. I didn't try to read what one, Eclectic. Is there something back there or did you take it down already? Was it your comment about what do you mean better Betty build? See, you guys twisted me up. Can't talk.
There we go.
Oh, okay. So you're just fucking with me. Ah, that's cool. I don't mind. Ran a pack through his Hyper-Go today. I don't know what a Hyper-Go is, James RC. Papa Shorty played D&D for Easter. That would have been cool. What's Jacob got? Wolf Track says, the beard. Uh-huh. Well, let me get a drink, Eclectic, before you put it up there. Sally sold seashells by the seashore.
Hey, Jim. Can you show me the front of that truck
Sure.
real quick? I just want to see what the grill actually looks like on there.
Yeah, man.
Is it just basically a rectangle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, get over there.
Because I'm thinking I might literally just make an insert that goes in there because it's going to make the Toyota logo come out cleaner
Sure.
and make it look like the grill behind it and everything.
Hey, you're the master. And whatever you think works best.
Yeah, I think that's going to end up coming out best.
That's awesome, man. I didn't even think of anything like this that Brian suggested. I was like, what? I didn't even think of that. I just took a little a silver Sharpie and kind of like just put a little silver on there and then just kind of rubbed it with my finger to kind of, kind of like a dry brush technique, just to kind of throw some gray onto it. Kind of make it out there.
Ooh, actually, I know how this will come out good.
Damn, I got my dab rig out. Let's fucking do it.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm out of dabs, but more for you.
Damn, it's bright now. Jesus.
Ah,
Way better.
MJX. Huh. I haven't heard of that one, James.
It's better.
Super said he played with his brand of which we do not speak today.
Eutraxis?
Oh
Everybody
God.
needs to chill out. Like I said on
Travis
Tucson.
said the RC that can't be named.
Oh my God. What
Is
is it?
it literally just because they issued the thing saying they didn't want people to use
It's
the
because
name?
of the way they went about it. They could have contacted everybody and said, hey, this is our problem with you. But they didn't do that. They just went straight to everybody's provider and said, these guys are violating. You need to kick them off. And everybody
I
woke
kinda-
up with
I
their
kinda
shit
like
shut
that
down.
though. That's what I'm saying. I'm an asshole. I'm like, good.
Well,
They're
Fuck
the
those
the other
guys.
thing too is they're
Really.
the only ones in the industry that do that because like
yeah.
you can use Axial's name as long as you are as long as it's clear that you're not trying to pass it off as a stock part or a
Uh-huh.
If you're
factory
trying to
part.
promote them, how
Yeah, I
is
think
how
that's
is this a
fair.
bad thing?
But also, it's like kind of like when I spank my kid, like I don't go, I'm gonna spank you, and I'm like, bam, you know what I mean? It's like I kind of like see a little bit where they're just like, look, we
Yeah,
just
but those
need
are
to-
children and these are adults and they could, behave accordingly and treat people like adults and say, hey, this is a problem to us. And everybody could have gone, oh, we'll change our wording and everything
Yeah.
would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too is just from a legal standpoint, they didn't notify people.
right.
They just did it, which legally they needed to notify if they were trying to have the site shut down, which they can claim they weren't, but they knew by contacting the ISPs that they were going to get shut down.
That's
So I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Everybody else is like, F them. I'm like, nah,
I mean, I get why
Hey,
they did it.
that's
They're,
fine, man. That's your
no,
decision.
I get it.
Okay.
whatever. I don't care.
I make
Let's
my
break it down
decisions
even
based
simpler.
on what I think for me. I don't think anybody should do what I do.
Yeah, that's true. That super one-handed. I see you, chat.
Brian
Let's,
says, Brandon, if the letters are raised on a thin black background, I can paint them pretty easily.
Oh, I'm gonna make an actual grill insert with the letters attached to it. So it's gonna be like an actual grill insert that goes into place. So it's gonna have the grill texture and everything.
Well, that may be eclectic, but it seems like the owner of a company should have his lawyers on a leash, not just doing things on their own. Eclectic said, if it's Traxxas lawyers, not the owners of Traxxas. It's the lawyers looking for a
I know,
payday.
yeah.
We can't blame Traxxas directly. I bet the lawyers handled everything, which is possible.
Mm,
There was a music case that was kind of similar. It was when Sam Smith had a hit song, and then Tom Petty's lawyer, like a couple of artists' lawyers are like super crazy like that. So Tom Petty's lawyer is like, no, that's a Tom Petty song. If I heard the song, and you would never think about it in the context, but there's a good solid like bar where it's like, oh, actually that is exactly the song. But anyways, Tom Petty's lawyer was like, we're taking 80% of this song. Like,
Jesus.
you don't care. It's like, it was a huge amount. And Sam Smith actually was like, you know what? I had no idea. Yeah, totally. And like his camp was just like, okay, we get like totally. But like Tom Petty's lawyer was like, and this is a super hit song. They're just like, no, F you guys. We'll make you take the whole thing down. That's our song. You didn't write that. And I think it's like there's only has to be like 6 consecutive notes for it to be copyright in music, but it was like 20.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
it was multiple
Nuts.
bars. Yeah,
But anyways, shit like that happens.
yeah, it's business
So
at the end of
Scott
the day.
said he
Sometimes, yeah.
refuses to drink the Kool-Aid. And Double A said, how about them
Rogers wanting to go
Cowboys?
to the Jets? Oh, y'all want to talk about football?
How about Rodgers wanting to go to the Jets? Yeah.
I would love to watch
Jim
Aaron
Brookins'
Rodgers go to the
sledge
Jets.
is better than the
on his first
Creighton.
season ever.
Armagos won 7th on a road tracks as follows.
No stick and ball sports.
I'm kind of like, I hate the Packers because for 2 years in high school, I lived in Wisconsin and I got bullied nonstop by these fucking kids wearing Packer sweaters and cheese heads and stuff like that.
So you like the Bears? Duh, Bears.
No, I'm a Niners fan. But anywho,
I was a Raiders fan, but that was back when Lyle Alzado played. When they actually were the Raiders and they did mean horrible, rotten things to people.
I actually used to hate Aaron Rodgers, and then when the whole thing when he kind of lied about his vax status, I was like, all right, you're cool. He's like, okay.
Super one-handed. I'd rather talk Traxxas than NFL. Yeah. Bunch of overpaid people.
Old 49ers, I mean. What's wrong with the new one, man? We're stacked. We got fucking a squad.
Brian Koshner said, Brandon, the grill insert is 12 by 30.
Ooh. Can I ask y'all a question about my rock pirate build?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the issue. Oh, okay. So when I got this chassis on the transmission plate there, like you're supposed to, it widens the chassis on the front and the back end just so maybe an eighth of an inch on each side or whatever. Like I know you're supposed to clamp it down, but like when I put the stock front bumper thing in there with like the servo trays and stuff like that, it's like way too small. I'm like, oh, okay. So on Harley's, he used like a Element front end, and he still somehow got the Vanquish bumper on there. But I'm like, somebody has to out there like just 3D print some sort of thing that's exactly this size, right? Because obviously, like everybody's got that issue, and if I can't put the stock shit back on the front, what do I do? Like, how do I even know? What is that information? Like, where would I even find that information? Like, whatever the fuck that thing is called, the little shit that goes in between here, and then you can do I know that Vanquish or the Rock Pirates make a dual servo tray, but I'm like, does it bolt right in? Will it also have will that bumper thing is that going to get in the way? I'm just like, I have no effing idea. So I might just actually go to a crawler comp locally and just ask a few people and be like, what do I do?
Well, have you checked like on Rock Pirates Facebook page or any of that?
No.
Oh.
I wouldn't even know they did. So, it could be like, I can get on their page and be like, hey, I just stuck your Interceptor chassis on my
community of people. Yeah, I'm on that page. There's a whole community of people that have the chassis that you could talk to about it.
You have to use an Element servo tray for show. Okay, Jim, that's what I was gonna say. That's what Josh did. But then it's like, that's the Element servo tray can be in there, but do I have to mod it? Because I really want my Vanquish bumper to be on the front, because I want it to be like, yeah, that's got like the, just want it to be clearly a Vanquish. So and he did that too. So I don't know how he, did that. I guess it's just kind of one step at a time.
Travis suggested that Harley may have posted the files on Thingiverse.
That's true. I don't have a 3D printer.
But you could look and see at least and find out.
Yeah, find out what it is, or I can just email him or something and be like, hey, man, I'm kind of doing that build you did.
Well, and if it's on Thingiverse, I'm sure you can find somebody to print it for you.
Totally. That's great.
Brian said, Brandon, square corners, it inserts from the rear into the rounded white bezel.
This shit is so smooth.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I know what he's saying.
Scott Long said local libraries have 3D printers. Really?
Some do.
Seriously?
Not in Michigan.
You just sit in there for like 9 hours waiting for it to print. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
Right. They're like, yeah, that'll be $100 a deposit.
Wow.
Yeah. I think there's some guy. There's a pretty big 10 scale community here in my neighborhood or like in the
Cool.
area. There's probably the best people to ask is just them. Like the guy I bought this chassis from and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
I believe you, Scott. I've just never seen it. Hey, what's going on, Dusty? He said, what's happening, family?
I love how smooth.
Troy said, read a book and wait. I don't know if people do that anymore, Troy. Read books. I knew a guy, when I met him, he was like 38. And he was proud of the fact that he had never, ever in his life read a book. Not one.
That's strange.
Not that he couldn't
is-
read. He
Not
could
saying
read.
it's
He
bad.
was
I'm just saying
literate,
it's
but
strange.
he had never read a book. I was like, wow. I can't even begin to number the number
Nice.
of books I've read.
Thanks, Jim.
What's that?
Oh, other Jim.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, Jim Brookins. Jeff Walter said, okay, fun chat evening, heading out, going to be a long day tomorrow. Be out in the woods, clearing up leaves off the trails. Catch you on the next stream. All right, Jeff, we'll catch you later, buddy. Oh, yep. Okay, that's probably what you were thanking him for.
Oh yeah.
Brian
Like-
Koster said, Brandon, 2 pegs at the rear at 20.5 millimeter apart, equal spaced on center, 2 by 2 millimeter round pegs. Travis said, check out Send Cut Send. They have an option that you can have them make parts that have been posted there. Wow. Yeah, I think I remember Harley talking about them. And Matt. Yeah, definitely Corn Free. Strange thing to be proud of. I was amazed. Wolf Tracks is reading Catching Fire. Well, don't get too literal.
I've heard of that book before.
You.
Scott said everything important he ever learned, he read it. Not everything that I've learned, but a good number of things, yes. Most of it. I've learned some
I
lessons.
only read one book in my life, cover to cover.
I've read more than one book multiple times, cover to cover.
Really?
Oh yeah, if I like a story. There's several series of books I've read that I read the whole series multiple times.
Yeah. What was it? The Da Vinci Code. I was in the Marines at the time, and I was
Read
like,
those.
I was kind of new. You know, obviously, I was like, when you first get there, you're like I was a Lance Corporal actually, though. I got meritoriously promoted at boot camp. But anyways, but I had to stand a lot of duty, and that's 24 hours. You know, where you just kind of like sitting behind a desk, marking things down in the logbook, like. At this hour, this corporal walked by the door. Boom. Like anything that happens. Also, I was at 8th and I, which is like a very crazy Marine
Hey,
base
Brandon,
in DC.
Mhm.
Dustin just said 7.3 inches measuring from the bottom. Sorry it took so long, Grizzly. I couldn't find a tape measure.
Wait, was he talking about what I think he's talking about?
I don't,
Oh,
I'm
he's
not sure.
definitely
I just
talking about
relayed the
that.
comments.
Pretty good. That's pretty decent. How big a round?
Troy posted Catching Fire, a book about dating
It's like
redheads.
it's only
Now, that's
this.
my
It's
kind
only
of
as
book,
big
but-
around as my finger, though. It's like that
Hey,
matters,
listen,
man.
Listen, you win some, you lose some, all right?
Yeah, it's like you just basically
Papa
like
Shorty,
having sex with
currently
a
reading the
straw.
Book of Disquiet. Big fan of Tom Clancy, says Double A. Yeah, I like Tom Clancy's books. Smart guy. Dark Tower series at least 4 times, Papa Shorty said. You know what? I wish I could have gotten through it, but I just couldn't get through the first book, Papa. I don't know why. When it came out, I was really looking forward to it, got it, and I don't know. It just drug on and on and on. And I just set it aside and never went back. Roger says Hustler, Playboy counts as young readers' books. At least used to. Playboy's long gone. Brian said, hell yeah, Jacob. Dan Brown books rule. Yeah, I've read all of the books in that whole series there.
That's crazy. I still can't believe Playboy went out of business.
Yeah, well,
Because of Pornhub.
Shorty's Hobby World. What's up, guys? What's up, Shorty? Splinter Cell.
Oh, motherfucker.
We'll catch you later, Chris Gerwitz. He's got to go work in the morning. Well, you have a good one. Sleep well, my friend.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh yeah, Jason. So how has it been? You sent me that photo of your course with all the stuff
Slow for
out of it. How was that?
It was bittersweet, I guess.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, Double A.
What was it?
It's,
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm ready to
Sure, Troy.
make it bigger, definitely bigger. It's just, it was my start, you know? It's like, it's going to be sad.
Totally. It's a.
Hey, Brandon.
Isn't that kind of why you make videos though? It's like you can watch, like you can always go back and watch the videos and like it's like you
Brian said
documented
you're
it
going to
all.
have a nice little upgrade grill to sell. This is fun getting to watch the design view, the live design view. Yeah, it is.
Oh
So
my
I'm
God,
guessing-
I'm laughing.
Yeah,
Snap.
that's what I was laughing at.
I had an old bass player that used to joke around about that. He'd say, "Yeah,
Heck
my
yeah.
dick's this big around, but it's only as thick as a tuna can." I was like, "So weird. Why would you say that?" Even if, anyways,
Double A, green eggs and ham.
Ha!
Cat, hat. In French, chapeau. In Spanish, el gato en a sombrero.
I stopped by my new spot earlier today,
Yeah.
and
What's
I
her name?
was what? Stop.
Sorry.
I'm talking to Jason like kind of about like tearing down a course and building a new one. Because I
I'm just
remember like
fucking with you. I was
I
just
know.
teasing.
I know. But like it was like pulling off like all the rocks and the dirt and just being like, oh my God, dude, like I spent this looks like this because I watered it for 2 years. Like this not something that you can just immediately recreate. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's something that I kind of was like, okay, like I need to be patient with this and just really think about what I want. But when I went back today, that's kind of what I've been doing. And I was like, you know what? This is like yours is going to be bigger than your old one. Mine is twice as small. So, like I was just like, damn, this kind of sucks. But like honestly, when the way that I'm plotting it out for filming and like what I'm trying to do, it's like the other one was big, but it didn't have that much variety. So, and I was actually really happy. I was like, dude, this is going to be cool. I like this. So I'm excited for what you do. It's going to be really fun to see that. Are you going to document it? You're muted, by the way. Oh, you got to just learn sign language. I learned a really good one today. It's kind of dirty. it's how you say "fuck you, bitch," and you go like this and then that with your hand. That means like "fucking bitch." I thought that was funny. I just learned that on YouTube, and I was like,
So
I'm gonna
that's what
remember
that
that.
means.
In case some deaf chick pisses me off, and be like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I fucking speak sign language. I heard you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, actually, you can make friends with someone who's deaf very quickly if they're pissed off at you. If you just start using sign, because they're like, "Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
somebody I could talk to."
Like, oh
Yeah.
God.
Well, actually,
Some deaf Karen.
most deaf
Oh.
people can lip read pretty well. Like you can have
Oh,
conversations
sure.
with deaf people because they'll talk, and it's like they'll talk to
Yeah.
you and it sounds kind of weird, but
If you're
like,
willing to take the time, you can have a conversation with a deaf person.
for sure, yeah. But you got to be like, look at them, it's like, and there's a deaf chick at Home Depot, and I go there like every effing day. So I always like I see her all the time, and like sometimes
She
I
thinks
learn.
you're trying to get her to go out on a date, don't she?
No. It's not like that. I would never.
I'm just teasing. You said you're
Although
there
I
every
do
day.
kind of think deaf chicks are cute, but like she's not. I would not. There's no amount of alcohol I could do to make me want to bone that chick. But anywho,
Dustin. He says, I tried to talk to a deaf guy about birds one time and he just got more upset. Papa said, why does everybody want to learn how to cuss first? It's defensive.
it's just kind of funny. I don't know. Apparently, my 3-year-old said the F word today.
Nice.
I was like, he did? Oh.
It's all been
And
blamed on you, of
I
course.
remember how I know he knows it too. Because there's a song that he really, really likes, and I listen to when I'm taking him to daycare, but it's like fuck around, blah, blah, whatever. It's like, anyways, it's like but it's like at that point of the song, all the other instruments disappear, and it's just a single vocal, and he just says it like super loud. And I noticed my son was like kind of singing along, and then he goes, fuck around. I was like, oh, no. Oopsies. And now he's saying it everywhere.
So Papa Shorty said when he went to Korea, the first thing he learned was how to ask for beer. Brian said there's a lot of deaf folk in Austin, school for the deaf here. A lot of bartenders sign there. Double A said, what did you give him, the feather because he didn't deserve the whole bird?
What?
I'm not sure what that was pertaining to.
Sounds funny. I just don't get it.
Max Paul, I got a middle finger for you. James had a deaf customer come in all the time when he worked at O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly's. Oh, dude, I saw the funniest video today. I mean, it's not like super funny, but it was the theme song for every Home Depot commercials. Right? It's like a little guitar riff. These dudes like dressed up like they work at Home Depot and got like the Home Depot aprons and like with like little amps on their thing. And like they put a little drummer on one of those push carts.
That is excellent.
And they just go into a Home Depot looking like that, going boom, 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 like and the drummer's like, dude, I was just like, oh my god, dude, I wish so bad somebody would be like, hey Jacob, do you want to do that? I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna film that? Like, yes, that sounds so fun.
I was watching hockey today and they had this commercial and the guy was like, this one guy's got his like 6-month-old strapped to his chest. The guy standing next to him's like, don't have him on skates yet? The guy's like, well, he's only 6 months old. He's like, huh. Must not like hockey, huh? Then his little kid, he's coaching, through the glass, and he's saying shit. And you see a picture of his little kid slam this adult into the boards. He's like 6 years old, and he looks at the other guy and he's like, "You might want to start saving for college." And it's a whole commercial for, saving for your kid's future. But it was funny because this talking about this 6-month-old isn't on skates, not playing hockey yet, you got to be a hockey guy to get it, I guess. It was pretty fun.
I guess so.
Well, hockey people,
My dad's.
I
always
know
trying
people
to-
that have got 6-month-olds on skates before.
No, I believe it, dude. I see it when I lived in Venice Beach, man. There's a little skate park right on the beach, and I've seen like 4-year-olds out there skating. And my dad even is like, why don't you get your son a little bike? He could start right now. Like, get him a 50. Or I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And fuck no, I'm not getting my kid into motorcycles right now, Dad. But he's like, oh, if you get him started young, he'll just know how to do it. I'm like, so he can be one of those a-holes driving around on a crotch rocket doing crazy shit, man? No way.
Well, hopefully you teach them better than to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll just be like Harleys, but dude, motorcycles are so dangerous. And I had 2 friends die on them too, so it's like.
It's not the motorcycles that are dangerous. It's the stupid fucking people around them.
No, I totally understand that, but that's what I'm saying is like you are, and like you're doing different stuff. Like in LA, like all the motorcycles just driving between the traffic and stuff like that. You're just
Splitting
not
lanes. It used to
protected.
be legal here in Michigan.
Honestly, I cannot believe that seatbelts are mandatory, but people can still ride motorcycles. That is stupid. That makes no sense. Like you're in a car with airbags, but if you don't wear a seatbelt, and then they'll still let people ride motorcycles in some states with no helmets.
I don't agree with seatbelts.
That's funny. I got a video I want
You
to
ever
send
been
to you about
T-boned?
that.
You ever been T-boned?
In a
Tell me about wearing a
side truck in
seatbelt
the
and being
car?
T-boned. I mean, there's no,
I don't know.
right answer for accidents. Shit happens. I mean, yeah, you can improve your odds in a lot of different ways. The best way to avoid dying on a motorcycle if you get in an accident is leave that motorcycle. Get as
Yeah,
far
I
away
don't
from that piece of steel as you can.
Yeah, they're just dangerous. I know some people are really good at it and you get really comfortable, but
I've been riding a motorcycle since my dad strapped me to his chest when I was 2 weeks old and took me for a ride.
yeah. And plus, I'll be like, son, you don't need to ride a motorcycle to be cool. Just get a fucking Toyota. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be fine. Let's go.
The
I'm
great
pretty
part about our
surprised,
country, we
actually.
can all explore our different interests and get along.
Yes, for sure. Dude, in my hood, every truck that I drive by that I'm like, damn, that's sick. Who the fuck drives that? Some high school kid. It's insane. I don't know what's up with the kids around here, but all the kids that they got the Hiluxes and they're not like brand new and mint, but they're like mud all down the side and they got their fucking little high school girlfriend with them. I'm like, dude, what? That wasn't me in high school. I was in the marching band. I was like, I really care about this. It's so dumb. I drink Bud Light sometimes, double a day.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you about to kick me off? I don't. Actually, it's probably worse what I drink. I've been into really dry ciders lately, but they're 9.6%. Like you drink 2 of those and I'm on the fucking floor.
Shit, dude, the beer that I drink is 14.
I can't do that. I'm such a lightweight, man. I've got get trashed after a couple drinks.
Bud Light was the only beer I could ever stand.
I mean, I'm a Pilsner guy for sure, but
Didn't
like
like beer.
can't do IPAs. I'm like, ugh, God.
When I drank, I
But
either
it's
drank
got
rum.
8%. I'm like, there's beer that has 8% that tastes better than that. I like Belgian beers. I think that shit's good.
I can't say I've ever had Belgian beer.
It's fun. It's nice. It's like kind of a little darker
Yep.
Pilsner.
Dusty, I agree.
If it's dark, it's going down the right road.
I don't ride a
Uh,
moped upper left. I drive an old
Hell
Land
yeah,
Rover.
Scott. I hope you don't ever have to give it up.
I like dark beer. The darker, the better.
Like chocolate beers, like chocolate stouts.
Dustin
Yeah.
said
That
marching
sometimes.
band and dry ciders. Sounds like Jacob rides a moped.
I actually, when I moved to LA, it was like a long time ago, I considered buying a Vespa, but I didn't.
Yep. There you go,
I
Brian.
love my disco, man. I seriously love that thing.
What's up, Josh Tyler?
I broke the shit out of it taking it off road last week though,
That's it, Dusty.
and it ended up in the shop, and I was carless for like a week.
You were gone, Bruce? Bruce says, I'm back. Did you miss me? Did Jason ever check his Facebook Messenger? Bruce asked.
No.
Excuse me. Need to put some tunes on or something. Everyone's so
Corn
quiet.
Freak said Anheuser-Busch is owned by a Belgian corporation, so you probably have had a Belgian beer. Lots of laughs.
Joke's on you, Jason. Like Bud Light. No, that's cool. When I lived in when I was in the Marines in DC, there's a bar called the Brickskeller. I think is what it was called. It was in DuPont Circle, which is like the super gay area, but not in a bad way. I'm just saying it just was. That's the area. But anyways, it's called the Brickskeller.
Oh, it's just
And
what
you
it is.
go in there. You go in there and they just have it's a beer place, but they have just a book, and the book is all the beers by country, and you just go by country by country by country, and then then it's got all the list of the beers that they have, and they've got like 20 of every one. So I mean, I like beers. I'm kind of a beer dude sometimes.
Pop Shorty said I rode a Lance Mountain when I lived in LA.
The Rock Scholar, is that what it's called? Rothskeller? I don't know. I was like 22 years old at the time. I'm just guessing. I thought it was Brickskeller. What's up, Bruce?
Travis said he's thinking about getting an EUC. Looks like an awesome way to get around town. I don't know what an EUC is.
I don't know either.
Me neither. I have no clue.
Wine and hard ciders all day for me. That's what's up.
That's
Yeah.
almost Mrs. Cornfree.
I like there's a couple of dry ciders that they make
What's
around
up,
here.
Shop Mini?
So smooth.
Electric unicycle. Oh, that just sounds scary.
An electric unicycle definitely is a sex toy.
Sounds like it would
Upper
be.
left. Dustin said, I like to drink beers from countries minus the rye. Huh? Oh,
Yo, the shop. What's up, dude?
Gotcha.
That's so funny. I was actually kind of going back and watching some of the mini RC
Street
the shop
luge.
videos, and I could not believe that you did a video after you got your teeth taken out. I was like, this guy is wasted. Like the second you were, because I mean, I've done everything, so I already know. But anyways, like, so as soon as the video comes on, I'm just like, yo, what is going on? He's like, I'm here to tell you guys, I just got my ass kicked and all my RCs are gone. I'm like somebody's basement. It's like, what's like or something. I don't know. It's just
Jacob, you know, that might be a new business you could
coherent.
start.
Very coherent on stuff like that.
Jacob, you could start a new business where people could call you on FaceTime with their kid and they're like, okay, this is my kid. What's he on?
I'd be like, he's like, cocaine. Like, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I used to. I mean, I've probably done.
No, I'm just
most
teasing, man.
everything.
I'm not being literal.
That's okay.
It'd be
No,
a
that
funny
would be funny,
business, though.
I'll tell you though. Usually, I can kind of tell. Like, 'cause, I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like my ex-wife or whatever. Like she's so innocent. She couldn't be like. I'm like. She wouldn't know the symptoms because she never experienced them. Like she's
Right.
like nodded off from heroin. You know what I mean? Like I have a long time ago.
I've done some
But, like,
things. I haven't done other things, but I've been around a lot of people. Yeah, I can usually tell what's up.
yeah, it's like, yeah, they're just nodding off. The one thing I cannot figure out what it is, there's a thing where like it's like they'll lean all the way backwards and it's almost like a totem pole, but they won't fall over. It's like they're solid and they'll just go all the way lean back. And it's like I
Wow.
think it might be meth or something, like super methed out or
I
something.
haven't seen
like
anybody do
It's
that
like,
myself.
huh?
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen anybody get like that.
There's a lot of videos of that, like if you're like on you know, watching through reels and stuff where it's like, you need to, what is that? You need to lay off the dope. You need to lay off the, what, I don't know what, it's like some audio that everybody uses and then when they're filming people doing like cracked out. Anyways, probably not something you're doing is looking at memes on Instagram at 1 a.m. No, am I right?
No, I'm usually looking at RC videos mainly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, all right.
Oh no, that's pretty much all I look at online is RC stuff. I mean, I do catch the occasional odd different thing,
Yeah.
spiritual growth things of that nature.
No, that's nice. It's kind of interesting. YouTube is like you can.
Oh, Dustin just said bath salts or opioids.
God.
Meth,
Bath
yes, you're
salts.
saying crack. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like some effect. Basically, what's going on is they're like
Soma.
almost falling over, but there's still like a function of your body that wants to keep you upright, and that's the only thing going on. Like, it's so awful
Dustin,
to see.
what do you want? I got a trench coat full.
Dude,
Full of
yo,
fun.
when I was in like touring around and stuff like that, this is like, you know, a while ago, but when I was touring around like that, I shit you not, there was this dude in Seattle that were like, this other band was like, here's this guy's number, like just text him and tell him where you're playing. This is like, you cannot give this number out to anybody, but like whatever. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Homeboy shows up to the back of the venue in a Sprinter, right? And that's just a pretty decked out Sprinter, just looking, you know, casual, gets out. So I get in the Sprinter and literally he's just like, what do you want? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want? And he just opens up a briefcase and it's like everything. Anything, like any effing thing. And I'm just like,
Right.
and I didn't even know much about drugs at that point. I was like, I'll have some, I bought weed and I thought some, and Molly. And then me and my drummer were like at 1 o'clock in the morning, my drummer was like, can't believe that guy just showed up with like a briefcase full of drugs, man. That's nuts. And then he was like, what kind of night do you want to have tonight? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, well, you got that Molly. And so we just literally just opened them up, popped them over, and then it was hilarious. We ended up wandering around Seattle, like falling in love with trees and shit. It was amazing. There's a place actually in
Seattle is the home
Seattle.
of grunge music and drug dealers. There's no place like home, says Dustin.
There's a spot. No, wait, is it Seattle? Yes, it is. What was it? It's called the Hall of Justice, but it's a recording studio that's like a little sliver, like one of those kind of triangle buildings on the corner where they made, had real estate and built a building there. But it's called the Hall of Justice, and like Death Cab for Cutie recorded all their first records there, and I think Nirvana was there before them and recorded Bleach there.
Damn.
Whenever I go to Seattle, it's actually it's really close to the bridge with the monster underneath it. Or the troll or something like that. It's pretty close to that. Upper left would definitely know what
Wait,
I'm
they
talking.
got a bridge with a troll?
Yeah, it's like a thing. It's like anyone from Seattle would know. There's a bridge, it's somewhere in Seattle, and it's got a big troll underneath it that's made out of rocks and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like there was like, a
An
legend.
actual troll. And no one in Seattle can figure out what to do. They just won't go away.
Well, something along the lines of the Bigfoot, where people see it, but then, nobody's ever got
Oh yeah, like
clear footage
yeah.
or
No, it's a physical thing that they built underneath there. Yeah, totally. He knows what I'm talking about. My ex-wife was from Green Lake, and her family owned a couple houses right there.
the
So I used to
gum
go-
wall. Tasty.
And it's kind of like a tour spot. You're just like San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle, Vancouver. It's like always on the line. So Seattle is actually a really great place to go thrifting, dude, because there are so many old people that are just dying every day. And you don't think they have a bunch of vinyl collections and reel-to-reels and like just crazy shit. I've actually gone to some estate sales where the guy was into RCs, but clearly like way, way back. And it's all like his airplane shit in like a giant garage. Like I would never buy, but it's like, wow, this guy was like into RC airplanes. Clearly like built like scratch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Someday I'll die and somebody will find CBHQ at my estate sale and be like, what the fuck?
This guy was on drugs.
Like, was this guy on meth? Did he build like a city in here? Like, no, it's not a tweaker thing. It's a chill thing.
No, he built a wilderness.
You drive these things around in here? Like, yeah.
Scott Long, he's got a date with a HD Wide Glide tomorrow. Oh man, hell yeah, Scott! Enjoy your ride. Double A said I like to shoot trees out in the country. Okay, Ryan W. Here's a good question. What's the cheapest, best motor to get an SCX 24 to crawl slow? And
Torque
smooth.
Beast.
Yeah,
Torque
I'd have to
Beast. Wait.
Third
with
gen.
your V
Wait, is
two
the Torque
electronic.
Beast is a brush motor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's not that big though, right?
It's
050.
this one right here.
It's
It's
the
the
next
same
step
size
up.
as the. Oh yeah, it fits, and then I was gonna say it's not. That's awesome. I need to
Yeah,
get
it just drops right in basically.
You gotta trim your battery tray a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and some of them where the battery
Like,
trays
A
sideways.
little bit.
On the one where it's sideways, you don't have to. I think on the Bronco, you don't.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Because
that
it's
one
in
you
the
don't have to.
sideways, and I think
And
probably that's
also
why.
the
Gladiator.
Gladiator, you don't have to.
Yeah. One of them is like I was like, oh.
Oh wait, do you? Hold on, let me look.
Actually, I don't know about the Gladiator.
I'm looking. No, you wouldn't have to with the Gladiator.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh right, because it was a longer chassis and it was
Right.
a little farther back.
Yeah, the battery tray sits further back
Yeah, totally.
because they did the lower profile battery tray in the Gladiator to fit under the interior.
For show.
Troy Posty said those four-wheel drive drag pull trucks that have small wide slicks
God, my legs.
for pulling on concrete. What could I use for that look? Any ideas, guys?
Wait, what?
Troy Posty, he says, here, let me back it up. Those four-wheel drive drag pull trucks that have small wide slicks for pulling on concrete. What could I use for that look? Any ideas?
I would have to see a picture, I think. Because I have no idea what he's talking about.
Small,
RC four-wheel
wide
drive
slicks.
Steelies flipped inside out.
Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doo doobie 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 doo. Come on, guys, we're too quiet.
I pissed off my computer. Hold on.
I'm looking for tires. to solve the
I'm
question.
applying stickers.
I will
These-
gladly serenade every one of you.
You what?
These two are power hobby tires.
I got a
They're
guitar
50
back here.
millimeter by like
We can
22,
we
I
can
believe.
figure out Jim's theme song. I think it's only 2 chords actually. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's like E. It's gonna
They're
be
like-
a lot. Let's see.
Well, this is a Defender, and it's about 21 and a half wide. And then this is the, I believe, MT10, yeah. And it's 22 wide. This one.
Yeah, I got it. Figured it out. It's real easy.
And then this is RC four-wheel drive, the BF Goodrich. Is this the KM? KR3. See, it's even wider and taller. I imagine any of
Sing that in,
these
Jim.
could
Don't give
remove the
time
lugs.
again.
Wait.
and maybe get what you're after there.
Don't give time again, yeah.
We're gonna do it, man. It's gonna be like super 80s. I'm just gonna record it.
Almost Mrs. Corn Freak wants to know what kind of wine you got, Jacob.
Jim didn't even hear any of that, did he?
I heard
No.
it all, man.
I was like, you're just like, don't.
Nyum.
We need to get a
No, I
dang
heard it all.
YouTube channel.
I had to answer the man's question, best answer I could give him. And Mrs. Corn Freak wants to know what kind of wine you got.
I don't know. It's whatever they had at the grocery store that I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a nice one. Maybe I'll get a $15
She's enjoying some Riesling.
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 Depends on if you're German or not. Be Riesling.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I don't know anything. I said that, but I just pulled that out of my ass.
Riesling.
I don't know
Yeah.
either, man. I'm guessing.
Jim,
Dustin said, the cheapest is an 88 turn motor with V2 electronics, meaning stock.
Why the crap? Okay, I'm calling you out. First one to jump in. Dirk, Dustin, I sent both you fools the link. Get in here.
sure.
First one gets up.
Travis said island wheels with smaller tires. Yeah, that would definitely get you flattened out there.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan W says, Jason, have you still not gotten an Axe 24?
Probably won't get one. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, Troy Posty said this one, he liked this one, but it needs to be slick. Well, side cutters remove lugs. It'd be a job, but I don't know. You could probably find something that's actually made that way, man.
You guys remember when the Deadbolt first came out and there was not like a giant aftermarket rush and everyone was like, oh, dude, if you want your tires to be like sick, you just got to chop every other lug off the side. And everyone was like, oh. And now look, it's insane what's gone on in the last couple of years.
Dustin's busy with his broom, he says, but Dirk could hop on the chat. That is.
Hop on his broom.
Yeah, he wants him to hop on his broom.
No, he made it clear, the chat. Dirk could hop in the chat. That is.
Wait, I gotta say, Corn Freak there says that he's not a wine person, but based off the way he spelled corn, you probably just drink Four Loko, right? Oh, dude, there's this fucking meme I saw.
Corn
And it
Freak's
was
one of my
like-
stoner brothers.
It said, "Follow your heart," and then on the second half of it, it's like a heart that's saying, "Drink Four Loko at a Taco Bell parking lot at 2 a.m." And he goes, "Okay, boss." I'm just like, oh my god.
Ryan asked Jason, he says, do you like building more scale looking builds?
Yes, he does.
Yes, I
He
do.
does now. You got crazy into that. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna max, like, fuck this plastic hard body.
RC Mask Master, welcome to the show.
Yep.
Things have to be made extremely clear with you guys. Ha 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 ha.
You know, I remember actually, Jason,
We just fucking
really,
around.
really early on. Do you remember we, like, maybe the first time we talked, I told you, I was like, the thing that I was really impressed with you about was that your rigs all looked really scale. I mean, obviously it was like a couple years ago and like you're totally on another level now, but I think that was definitely always something that you were into in the hobby, the scale thing.
Yeah. I love the scale thing.
You were
Dusty
always
replaced-
into it.
Dusty replaced his V1 with the TRX4M ESC in one of his rigs. Definitely way better overall crawl compared to the V1.
Jason, bro, go backwards. Get closer. Get closer, please. Oh my god, all of them. Please. Can you solo yourself out?
Yep.
I'm gonna get some lube. Hold on.
Mask Master said he was told we're fun to hang out with. Well, we hope so. We'll try and entertain you there, guy.
That's just me clapping.
Because he's so excited.
Mrs. Cornfreaks laughed. She said she's the manager at Taco Bell. Hell yeah.
Ah, God, I
Ryan
hate
said those
you.
are all so nice. Look at that bad
Those
boy.
are so cool. Those are gonna
Those are
look,
die cast too. Both of those.
Jason, you're gonna have
Digger
like,
and Son
you're
of
gonna have
Digger.
like 100,000 YouTube
Avenger.
followers real soon if you start driving those trucks around on your new course, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Mask
telling you,
Master
who
just
else is
woke up.
doing that? Nobody. Ah, you have another one?
I got all kinds.
What does your wife think about this?
Yes. Good morning, Mask
That's the one I'm
Master.
working on.
Let's not talk about that. Jesus. Jason. Who else is doing that? Nobody. Oh, I mean, I don't follow that many people on YouTube. Maybe there's like a lot of people, but dude, bro.
Yep. My bench
Like the
is
garage said, upper left, keep my name out of your damn mouth. My Will Smith impression.
Of course.
Dustin said back,
That's
Dirt.
so crazy to see.
No.
Just your name, nothing else. Enjoy your sweet.
Ah, yeah.
Kill me. Yep. Track is torn down.
Torn down.
Womp, womp, womp.
Wah,
Jason,
wah.
where's the first? Where do you still have the first? Because I remember you might have been one of the first people that put that Walmart the Gravedigger on an SCX 24.
No, I was not
That
the
was
first.
Lyle.
No, you
Lyle.
were one of them though, right? You were
Yeah.
you were like real early on that.
Actually, I think Dustin actually beat me to it.
I don't
But
think
we were all
I
right
followed
there.
Dustin for maybe I followed Dustin. I was one of your early followers. I gotta tell you that. Really, what were you like?
Travis said that brought a tear to his eye, watching the track be torn down. Wolf Track
Yeah.
said, torn down, that's a trip.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I definitely will not be in this house next weekend.
Cool.
It's really scary. Really scary.
What do you
Dustin
mean?
said,
What do you
now
mean
it looks like it's
scary?
ready for
What do you
tractor
mean by
pulling,
that?
Jason.
Jason, what do you mean?
Oh, just the road I have ahead of me with living in my camper almost all summer because we're going to be totally demolishing our house to remodel it.
Mhm.
Like the entire damn thing. There isn't a square inch that we're not going to touch. Yeah.
It sucks. That's a long road.
But it's a really cool one when you do your own house like that.
Yeah.
It is.
And quite frankly, I'm really worried not having enough time to start reconstructing my course.
Yeah, I feel that. My time has definitely been choked, but at least yours will be close to you, like
Yeah.
a little closer. Mine's like 8, 9, 10 minutes away.
Dustin said he built a baby digger back in the day, but he doesn't know who was first. It was right around the same time, though.
Lyle was definitely first.
Oh, yeah.
And then me and Dustin were right there, but I'm pretty sure he beat me. I think he did his first. And then I just had to show him up.
It was really good though. I was just like, wow. And then you know what? I remember when you were
Jim said, hey, Mitten State, be quiet.
is that me?
No.
Jim
it's like,
Brookins.
you guys call me behind my back? What does that even
No,
mean?
Jim Brookins
Anyways,
was telling Jack he's too loud. Dirk said, but
Wait, but
Jason,
Jason-
you never sleep anyway, so you have more time than most.
Yeah, that has been brought to my attention of people noticing I don't sleep much. So that's probably going to change. Speaking of which, I need to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, me
But-
too.
Are you giving
I
us the
don't-
30-minute warning? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
30 minutes.
Um,
I'm feeling good. I just poured myself another glass of wine.
no, I don't gotta work, but I need to be probably at Lowe's or Home Depot at the butt crack of dawn because I need to get some electrical stuff for when Jim comes up here because I need to put a freaking shore power plug out. I call it shore power because I used to build yachts, but plug for my camper outside my new house.
Mm. At least it'll be summertime when you're in the camper and not wintertime.
Well, see, that's why I'm afraid of too. I'm afraid we're not going to get it done in time for winter.
Mm.
Well, focus on getting, enough of it done.
What are the things that are would keep you from getting it done? I mean, like if you have, I mean, dude, I see
Sheer
fucking,
amount
if you
of
got
work.
enough subcontractors out there, shit. Okay, so it's like money, so you have to do it in increments of time.
Yeah. We probably have 65 to 70 that we're gonna be spending that we
Right off
budgeted
the
for.
bat,
Yeah.
dude, I've remodeled so many places. I know how fast that can go.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Well,
thing.
yeah.
Are you planning on? You bought the property. Are you planning on doing the upgrades and then refinancing afterwards and pulling the equity out?
no. Well, maybe. We haven't decided yet because yeah, I don't know what we might.
Because that's also kind of a thing that kind of can make, like, for me, like I used to on some of my old remodels, like I would get like I would just do it in increments in time, and I was like, man, that's time I could either be there or be renting it or whatever. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna do all these updates to this house, and then I think in a year or something, I put like one time I had like $100,000 in credit cards from doing a remodel on a sixplex or whatever, and I knew I was like, okay, we're gonna refinance this in the year, and then it's gonna be worth way more, but it's fucking so scary.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, if you're planning on refinancing afterwards, it can kind of take a little of that pressure off when you're dumping a bunch of money. Just remember that all the money that you put into that house, even if the housing market dips a little bit or whatever, it's always going up. It's
That
always
I'm not worried about because we're doing this just because it's going to be our last house. Like, I'm going to die in this house.
Oh
Well,
God.
I take
Okay.
that back. I'm probably going to be dying of a heart attack behind the wheel of a semi truck.
Anyways, let's not talk about death anymore. So about
Hey,
this.
Hey, on that
I'm just
note,
not going to retire. Is basically, I'm going to die of a heart attack at a pretty old age of hopefully 85, 90.
Yo, the second if you die, I'm swear to God, I'm gonna be the first person at your estate sale. I will be there Wednesday night, camped out.
Jacob just
These
left
are
out
worth
my truck.
nothing. I'll tell you what. I'll give you $1,000 for the whole thing. They'll be like, okay.
so
We help
almost
you,
Mrs.
Jason.
Corn Freak. Oh, go ahead. I thought you.
Anyways,
Almost Mrs. Corn Freak said, Corn is going to let me decorate my own body for an RC for the 4th of July week. They're coming up. Excited to meet you guys. Corn always has your live streams on. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah. I need to take a final head count. I know we still got quite a long time before then, but yeah, I need to take a final head count because I lost track of how many people we have. I think we're right at like 20-ish already. So that's cool.
the 4th of July thing. I gotta get my dang plane ticket, dude. Okay, I really want to go to that thing, man.
Hey, Jay.
Oh, I just dropped. Ringo is playing in my city.
RC Pro Style says, you'll be rich off your YouTube channel. I said
I
it for him.
agree. Jason, dude, I'm telling you, man, you already have a really great community because you've been very consistent, which is I haven't been. Like, I know that, but like you really have been. You're very consistent on your releases.
Dustin said, what 4th of July thing?
On your live streams, like you have like people tune
Upper
in.
left.
You don't want to hang out. Like
Yeah.
multiple nights a week.
Yeah.
And you've been building so many amazing trucks, dude. As soon as you get in there, just like don't be down about the time. Like no one's going anywhere. Keep doing your live streams if you can. You know?
Yeah.
And then
The live streams, I feel I'll be able to stick to pretty well because doing my live streams at like 10 o'clock at night, I mean, I'm definitely not going to be working on my house at freaking 10 o'clock at night. So,
Maybe.
you'll
yeah.
have Wi-Fi though, right?
Yeah, we we'll have Spectrum internet, and
That's
I
right.
am one of 3 houses on the entire street that have cable internet.
Are you gonna have it in the garage as well though?
Yeah. That's going to be where the main part is going to be, and then I'll have a router for the house because my cell service out there sucks. So I'm definitely going to have to get a really good internet service. So
I
wonder if you get a signal booster for your phone.
I'm going to have the main computer and the main router in the garage. And then I'm going to run a hard line into the house, and then run a router off of that. So,
Later,
How far
Dustin.
away is it?
it's only like at most 75 feet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yards. I was like, damn, dude.
No.
Oh, Jim
Okay.
Brookins is taking off. All right, we'll see you later, Jim Brookins.
I was considering because I have my new spots is at one of my rentals, but it's in the garage. It's off to the side. But there's internet there, but there's not at the garage. And I was like, well, couldn't I just call Spectrum and be like, yo, I need to freaking like just run a line to my garage?
Oh, dude, it's so easy. All you gotta do is
It is
get,
nice, man.
cable.
yeah, you just gotta get the cable and bury it. You can get freaking 100
Yeah, I can't
feet
run
for
it out of the house and
Trust
the
it.
garage. Because like I can't, like I'd have to cut a hole in the wall and like and like it's
yeah. I mean, you can
like,
do
it's
it.
not-
All you gotta do is like I can't remember what kind of siding you guys have, but all you gotta do
Did you
is
read that,
find
Jack?
all you gotta do is find the main what's
Did you
the
read
correct
that?
term?
it's
No.
actually the siding of that property is super.
The last couple comments.
But anyways, no, it's fine. But I want to just have internet out there, and I was curious what your solutions were for that.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to Dustin for the last
I
few
haven't.
Dustin must be freaking wasted or something, or having
I know.
great
Well, it all started with him and his
zingers.
Him and his
all like usually when I don't chime in, it's probably because I'm like I'm kind of drunk. I'll just follow you on the live chat.
Shit.
Eclectic Electric said you should know RCMIM. No, RCMM. You support everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Try to. Everybody we run across, anybody that wants to join, and we'll send them your way.
Oh, show.
Oh fuck.
That's kind of interesting though. Like reactive terrain is also moving spots.
No, he's expanding his current spot, but he thought at one point he was gonna have to move, but he doesn't now.
Oh, so they're just building another one?
Yeah, they're adding on. They're taking over another big section
What's
of
up,
his
Jeff?
shop, and he's just expanding.
I think the thing to make sure to do though, Jason, is access from all sides of the course. Like
It
building
will definitely,
a
except
wall is
for
not the vibe.
not all of it. Because a lot of it is going to be on the ground, and I'm going to make it so you can actually walk into the course.
Oh, that's cool too. I love that.
Gotcha, Master.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like I actually did the same thing as you did. When the first thing I did when I built my first part of the course was you just push it up against the wall because it's my little crawler course.
I
It's
get
there.
it. Now
Yeah.
I see.
And then when you start building it, I'm so glad I was like before my shit got too heavy. I was like,
checking
oh, I
out
gotta
your
do it.
channel,
I
Master.
love it.
Yeah. I wish I could. If I was thinking more, if I was thinking it through more, I would have reversed it and put the track on this wall,
Yeah.
or the
up,
wooden
JDs?
wall, and I would have lowered this a little bit so you could access it from the other side of the wall. But yeah.
Well, you know, that's one fun thing about rebuilding is like you can kind of.
Dustin. Dustin said, "This is just who I am, Jacob. But yes, I got a buzz going. It helps."
Okay, see, I feel that. I was like, there's no way. Dustin's not usually this spicy.
Ha.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
When he came over to my house like last year, like he was just so reserved and just quiet, like, oh, you know, just whatever. I was like, I'm like dropping F-bombs like it's fucking World War III.
Oh.
Like,
All right, Master.
I really wish Dustin would get his butt on a freaking plane.
Jeez, Dustin. So Honda Jeff joined us. He says his dad got a Axe 24. That's cool. Got your dad into it.
Hell yeah.
it's Stone Jam time again.
All right, guys, I think I'm heading to bed.
All right, man.
Later.
Yeah, I
I'm
need
supposed to be
to
wrapping
soon.
this up, but whatever.
Catch you guys later.
See ya.
All right, man. We'll see ya. You stand out on the corner when I go by and you can like thumb a ride.
He's got wheels.
I was just kidding. Because I'm going to be driving through there.
That sucks about, you being stressed out about the house build. When we moved into that Miramar house where you stayed at, I was so excited we got there, and the next day we had a water thing break and flooded the entire house and ruined it.
Oh,
And we had to
jeez.
go and move into her parents' little, like a little side shack at her property, way out in the middle of nowhere, for like 4 months because it was in the middle of COVID, and so there were no contractors around, and a city next to us burned down, Phoenix. So there were like these huge fires in our neighborhood, and the whole city burned down. It was crazy.
Oh damn.
All the contractors were all over there, so it was just like, you're never gonna get this done. Like, this is gonna take forever. Like, just relax. It took so long, but it was like heartbreaking to be like, you know where you want to be, you have the space, and you just have the vision, but it's just there's this effing
Double
thing
A's take it off. We'll catch you later, Double A.
where you can get
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
whatever, I don't know.
that's not what I want.
Yeah, it sucks. And being that close quarters too, man. That could be nerve-wracking.
What is this changed? Oh, there we go.
Did you just do a line of cocaine, Jim?
No, what the hell happened?
I'm trying something. There we go. Okay. So all of
Oh,
this
I was
stuff
cleaning my
here
pipe. Jacob.
is arriving today,
Nice. Ooh, god dang it.
including
Oh
This.
my
What is
god.
that? Are you gonna make that into a crawler?
you
Freaking
better
Impala.
freaking believe it.
That's fucking gangster, dude. Are you gonna make it low ride, or are you gonna adjust it so it's got? Are you gonna
Oh,
put the
it's gonna be
gladiator wheelbase?
it's gonna be fucking it's gonna be a crawler. It is a shortened wheelbase. The car is only 7.5 inches long.
Oh, so you're gonna have to like do short on the front and the rear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's
But-
cool.
That is what is coming today.
Isn't like Endura or something like selling their links separately now?
Yes.
Yep.
Endura and OGRC.
Dude, OGRC is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Mofo sells individual links too.
Jason,
That's
you
a really
definitely
detailed
branched
body.
out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is the podcast thing is tight.
It's going to be sweet.
Eclectic's checking out. He's got to hit the pillow. We'll catch you later.
I'm
Eclect.
even gonna freaking put antennas on these freaking things.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Big old freaking
drivers, dude.
big old whips.
Jason, how do you feel about drivers?
I don't do it because none of my builds have interiors in it.
Right.
So I just go for the exterior look because I hate going through removing everything and freaking trying to hide everything for the interior to fit in there.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Most of the time, the way I mount these bodies is I mount them so low on the chassis, but by the time I carve out what I need to out of the interior, there's like nothing left.
Yeah.
So
Papa Shorty said shelf queen.
that's
I don't know, man.
probably
I'm pretty
not-
surprised.
it's not going to be a shelf queen, but it's definitely not going to be a comp rig.
Dude, I'm surprised at how capable you did a follow the leader with your hardbot with a couple of those maybe a week ago or something like that.
With Uncle
You
Lee.
guys were doing some pretty nice lines, man. Like, and
Yeah.
also like, your setups, like I can't believe you're powering that heavy of a rig, man.
Yeah.
Are those, what motors are you? Do you mostly? What's your go-to?
What's
on
up,
that?
Sergeant Jay?
So
Welcome to the show, brother.
my heaviest trucks are running a 370 motor, so it's a 12 scale motor. It's the same motor that comes in the MN99.
Is that good?
Good choice, Max Paul.
It's a big motor. It's
Oh, maybe
really,
it's just not good for that. I own an MN99 and the other one too, and it's like,
well, it's not the brand MN90. It's that size of motor.
oh gosh,
yeah.
Not the one that comes out of that. I was like, that's
Yeah,
random.
I got one that doesn't even have a label on it,
That's
but
what I like, Papa.
it came from RC all-wheel drive. And then the other one that I found is an Epinon. How do you say
Epinon.
it?
Yep.
Epinon.
The Epinon
Yeah.
370, 380.
Yep. And then I got an Epinon 180, which is a little bit smaller. That one actually performs pretty well. I got that one in my blue Bronco that I just built.
All
I
right,
was
Jeff.
gonna say, they're all
Jeff's going to make a
surprisingly-
channel. Let us know when you get it going, buddy.
They're all surprisingly well powered, and this like the steering and everything like that, like it just seems solid. It's like, dude,
Yeah. In these die-cast ones, I've been running that freaking ramp crab servo. It seems to be legit. I haven't had any issues with it.
ramp crab.
Ramp crab.
All right, Master. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping in.
I will pull it up
Hope you had a good
here
time.
because I have one in this order that is going to be here today.
Peace.
Why the shit?
Stone Jim time again.
Okay, what quarter? Wait,
Dusty likes the ramp crabs.
Yeah, they're a really good servo.
I figured out your key, Jim.
This
I've
one.
been waiting for you to do that. It's fucking. What is that?
That is the
Oh,
ramp
E
crab.
minor. E. No, it's.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, that sounds like my school record. D minus.
Bam. That's it in a nutshell. Oh, come on, you stupid thing.
Oh, weird.
Upper left says, how do you pronounce Impala, Jason?
It's
It's
Impala.
DNF.
Impala. Like Valhalla.
Oh,
Did
even
you say DNF?
No, the chord, the key that you sing that in, because you always
Yeah.
sing it in the same key because it's your comfortable key. The closest thing to it is D and F. It's Stone Jim time again.
So I sing in the key of did not finish.
It's D and F is your key. That is fucking hilarious.
It's wonderful.
It's just D E F D F D, and then it has to sound like Rush or something like that. Like maybe like it starts an octave low. It's Stone Jim time again, and then all of a sudden it's Stone Jim time again, like 80s like kind of thing, and like some like fucking shredding.
It's cool watching you do this. I have no idea what you're doing.
And then you're like,
I'm not musically. I love music, but I'm not inclined. I really am not.
I
So
know.
it's cool
It doesn't matter.
watching
That's why
someone sit here and baffle me with things I know nothing of.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna record your theme song. I've been wanting to do it. It's been like a passion project. It's gonna be like 15 seconds, and that way, when you get a YouTube channel someday, it'll be like you got your little theme song, and then you can just smoke weed and show everybody your course. Whatever. I'm just.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you know what I'm
That's
gonna do?
cool.
I'm just gonna
I'm-
record it.
Oh,
and
okay. He got
whenever
that
you
trimmed
do,
up.
you can play it.
I see.
That
Yeah,
looks-
I gotta
that's
straighten it
nasty.
out through here a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I gotta take more out of this corner here.
I.
But I mean, it's sitting at full droop, so they're not gonna rub too bad.
Yeah, especially in the back with
Bro.
no turning, but
That thing
I
is
can't
gorgeous.
even-
Hell
yeah,
It's so beautiful, dude.
it's looking good.
I don't think Harley Davidson ever came out with a logo that looked like that, but I love the way it looks.
Yeah. No, I'm sure they did, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen 10,000 designs on Harley t-shirts.
Well, I mean, it is licensed, so you would
Yeah.
think. So
Yeah. Well,
heck
they
yeah.
produce these trucks for Harley. You can get them at the Harley shops.
Oh, thanks, Dustin. I would jam with you too. You know, my other job is I'm a music producer, so that's like what I do. So sorry about that. But hell yeah, I love jamming, man.
No, nothing to be sorry of. Everybody joins in and shows and does what they do, man. That's what I was saying. I wasn't like negative towards you at all. I mean, I
Yeah.
know nothing
Yeah.
about making music. The only thing I know about music is enjoying what I like. So
Well, you
when
know
somebody
what?
is sitting there being technical about music,
Jason,
that's something I don't know anything about. So
Jason, what is
I love
that?
learning shit. What you got going there? Low riding pickup with a funky paint job or something? I don't know. What's he got going?
Is
Wow,
that
it's
dude?
lame
What are you
job.
gonna do to that? Is you gonna turn that into a crawler?
Yep.
Ah, where did you even get that?
Badass G. It's even a 350.
Dude,
Yep.
dude, just you got it. Obviously, on your new crawler course, you just gotta make it like just film the shit out of those cars on that,
Yeah.
and then do the live stream thing and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who does that?
I got so many I got so many ideas in my head because the space is humongous. It ain't like Reaction RC humongous, but it's freaking huge. It's a full size like freaking
It's twice as big as
3-stall
mine.
garage. It's a 3-stall like a
Yeah,
bigger 3-stall
that's
garage.
so huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
And
And
the course literally right in the middle of it.
I'm gonna put the table in the middle of it, and then I'm gonna have stuff on the wall too, like I do here.
Extras like, and you know what you could also do? Like, just like you have a mud bog section, and so you just build a strip where it's like start to finish, and all you just build it for just mud bogging.
Yep.
You're like, all right, we're doing a fucking mud bog, and that's
That's one of the sections I'm gonna have along the wall. Is I'm gonna have like a little Drake strip, like scaled out, like Drake strip for tractor
That's
pull.
kick ass, Grizzly.
Because Dave,
Thank you.
mini trucking, he is going to be buying a 24 scale truck pull rig. So I'm gonna have a truck pull course because that's basically what those two big ass Fords are. Is they're big freaking mega truck pull trucks. And then I'm going to have a monster truck, an 80s style monster truck racing course.
Yeah. You told me about that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
F&A, dude.
Yep.
I might have
I'm
just
like,
missed it off.
so
It's a
jealous,
grill.
dude.
Upper left.
Like basically, like what you're doing is kind of my dream. There's, like what
I
I'm
wish
doing-
I could get your ass to like come out here and stay for like a month and help me build my course.
You know what, dude? Honestly, man.
Maybe you should make a business trip out of it. Come out here for a month and then look into buying up some Airbnbs out here and running them.
I was gonna say I just did sell my house, like closing tomorrow, and so I'm gonna have a ridiculous amount of money in my bank account for before I pay off all my credit cards. Maybe dude, that would be so fun.
Hell yeah.
Jeff said his RC channel will be called Jacob's RC.
There,
Let us
I-
know, man.
I don't know of any,
Nicholas
but
Arcee with a Y.
I can place a pretty safe bet that there's a shit ton of Airbnbs around Gun Lake, which is like 15 minutes from my new house.
Because they
And
have a
that is
casino.
beautiful, beautiful lake. And the Gun Lake Casino is like right there too. And then just Grand Rapids in its whole, like there's got to be all kinds of freaking Airbnbs in Grand Rapids too.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna say. I mean,
And then Lake
the
Michigan, dude.
July thing. It would be fun to be able to. Are you worried that it's not going to be done by July?
I'm worried that my course is not going to be done by July.
Okay, so I was gonna say, how do we like figure out something?
Like-
Maybe what if I came over like earlier or something like that?
That could be that would be fun.
Or, like not like immediately earlier. I mean like, in like 3
Yeah.
weeks or something. Just like you could be working on your house and you'd be like, just build me these tables. I'm like, zzz, bzz, bzz, or whatever. I don't know.
Papa Shorty said, check out the mountains of Pennsylvania. Plenty of land.
Yeah. But Lake Michigan, oh my God, like there's all kinds of real estate along Lake Michigan. Grant you're gonna pay through the effing nose for those properties. There was a lot when I did landscaping. There's a private community that had I think it was a half-acre lot, and just a lot with no house was going for $600K. Yeah.
That's
In
that's no
California.
joke.
It was unreal.
How close is Grand Rapids to Chicago?
About a good 2.5 hours.
That's not bad.
No.
I do love Chicago and I love baseball.
You can easily get to the suburbs of Chicago in 2.5. It's probably like
Or
2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. It's not bad.
That is the
that's
southern
nothing. It's
suburbs.
like
of
2
Chicago.
murder podcasts.
Yeah. Gary, Indiana. That is probably 2 hours, 15 minutes. And it's Gary, Indiana is like right at the very bottom of Lake Michigan. From there on, you just jump on 90 and it's the turnpike and you're in freaking
Appropriate
Chicago
for Gary,
in like
right?
10 minutes.
You're such a truck driver, dude. Like, yo, bro, you sit to 90 for like 1 hour and then you're like 85 to the. I'm that way with like LA directions. So
You guys want to know how I judge the distance and travel? No, we won't tell you.
Throw a pop bottle out the window, see how far you go before it's
No.
grass.
It's 1 o'clock for Crow.
All right, gents, I'm gonna call it. Jim's
No. All right, fine.
I gotta get up early.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Me too.
Well, I don't necessarily have to get up too early, but I'm going to end it because I know Jim won't just jump off and go to bed unless I end the stream. So
Never. You guys are like way ahead of me. I'm like, dang, it's 10 o'clock. It's like almost.
and
lunchtime.
I
Oh, it's
I
almost one.
really need his help. I really need his help tomorrow. So
Yeah, it's almost 1 here too. And I gotta be up to take the kids to school.
I got
Yeah,
rolling
it's-
out of here at 8.
10 to 1.
I just saw somebody wrote the words rape artists. Rope artists. I was like, what? Rape artists? I was like,
Wow.
yo, just
Uh,
don't.
I didn't see that.
Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for having me on, man. Thanks for sending
Yeah.
me the link.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Peace out, guys. We will see you
On the next one.
May. I'm gonna say Friday. but I might have to cancel. So, yeah. Peace.
All the way to Friday.
Later.
And chicken grease.
Yeah, unless I have a night during the week, but we
I got
shall
you.
see.
But those
All
are
right, cool, man.
spontaneous.